Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're gonna dive right back into Stowaway Gourmet. We have the berry yogurt parfait. I've been trying to do more breakfast-related items, and we don't do a ton. I'm not really, I like breakfast foods, but I'm not really a big breakfast person. And granola has always kind of been a bit of a meh for me. It's fine. But I do love Stowaway Gourmet. I think that they make a lot of really good stuff. And we did do their Turkish Delight, which was pretty excellent. So let's see if this one's just as good. So we have granola paired with Greek yogurt, strawberries, and blueberries. Pretty simple, but look at the calorie count on that. 664 calories with 28 grams of protein. This thing is nuts. Let's get you some nutritional facts if you're interested in those. And some ingredients facts if you're interested in those. And nothing super. Whole oats, almonds, turbinado, sugar, spices. Interesting granola. Yeah, nothing really jumping out to me being very surprising in there, but it should be interesting. And then here are our preparation instructions, I guess. So they're asking for a cup of cold water into yogurt pouch. 1 pouch, open pouch, and remove inner pouch containing the yogurt. Discard the oxygen absorber from each pouch. Okay, so there's multiple pouches in here. Interesting. All right, let's open her up and see what we have to deal with. Okay. Get that out of there. Interesting. Okay, so I guess this is our yogurt pouch, which is a nice, has a nice bottom and a zip top. And then, okay, then we have our granola at the bottom of this. Interesting. Okay. Cinnamony. We got some of our little freeze-dried berries. Okay, yeah, this is cool. All right. I don't remember. Is this how the is this how the Turkish Delight was? I think it was, wasn't it? It might not have been. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay. Let's get a smell of that. Yep. Okay. Definitely has that characteristic, that smell that Greek yogurt has, which I guess is good, seeing as it's supposed to be Greek yogurt. All right. So as far as instructions go, yeah, I mean, follow your instructions. If you have not done this very much, I tend to go on site. I sort of know how I like things to look and feel and act like, but again, the instructions are a good thing to go by if this is like your first time doing this. But again, I kind of do what I feel. It's very thick. One thing you gotta remember, is that if you add your initial amount of water and everything is still super thick, that probably means you're gonna want to add more water, okay? Because even when we're talking about yogurt, there's fruit in here, that yogurt. Any ration really, pasta, rice, beans, vegetables, anything. They are going to leach a ton of that water out. So it might look very soupy in the beginning, but as soon as you go back in, well, at that point, you really have to consider the loss, essentially. So again, if you have a super duper thick paste in there right before you let it set, chances are you're gonna need more water. So I tend to make things a little bit soupier than what I would prefer, just a little bit. It's a fine line, but you'll get there after After enough trying, you'll get there. Like this, the best way to show it to you. See, that's pretty runny. That is probably pretty good. And the other thing too is I'm going to be adding this to granola. The granola doesn't need to soak anything up. I don't know. Let me look back at this just to be concise. Yeah, so they specifically want the yogurt to set up by itself, which is right. Because that granola, as we already checked, it doesn't need any rehydration. I mean, it's granola. But again, even with that, I kind of like a little bit thinner yogurt. I don't know. I've never been a Jell-O guy. I've never been much of a pudding guy. Like a little thinner. So that brings in the taste. I'm going to add just a little bit more. I think we're like right there. Right there. But anyway, this will tighten up. And that's also why I always say that I will check, you know, about halfway through its set time. That's fine. That'll work. Because sometimes you just need to add a little bit more. You gauge on the fly. But, you know, again, I wouldn't go out and just dump a whole, I mean, these bottles I use are 500 mil. I wouldn't just dump that whole thing in there just to spite all the people in the comments talking about use precise measurements, you know. But at the same token, this will be fine. So this will tighten up a little bit, but it's pretty good. It's pretty liquidy. This will tighten up, and then we'll dump it over our granola, and that should be pretty fine. So we're gonna let this sit, let it tighten up a little bit. We'll come back, we'll put everything together and get it on the tray. All right, so our yogurt has had enough time to do its thing. It's tightened up a little bit, but it's about the consistency that I would want it. Let's go ahead and add it to our granola. And then we will pour it out into a bowl and taste it. Give it a smell. Yeah, it smells good. Definitely Greek yogurt, definitely fruity smelling there. Yeah, buddy. Should be okay. I do like the fact that that pouch is a zip pouch. I mean, it seems like a really small, inconsequential thing, but as most of you probably know, it really isn't. Try and get down here, get this mixed up well. Oh yeah, man, this is a lot of yogurt, dang. That's why it said it was almost 700 calories. It's a lot of calories in this bad boy. Okay, we'll just add it to this bowl. Smells very good. And this will give you a nice crunch with the granola. Again, all that good fruit. All right, nice uniform purple color there. Let's dig in. There's a ton of flavor. It is a ton of flavor in that. Wow. So you get the nice sour of the Greek yogurt, the cinnamon from the granola, a little bit of that fruitiness from our, you know, fruit. I mean, that's as complete a breakfast, man, as I think you'd want. I think I actually got a piece of fruit this time. Big thing on top, maybe. There we go. Strawberry. Yeah, it's not too sweet. Again, a little bit of the sourness from the strawberries as well. I mean, this is actually really nice. It's a bit of a step above your normal granola. Because so oftentimes you get a lot of brands that just put out like some random trail granola. Add water, here's a little bit of a soupy granola. Or oatmeal. I mean, they're kind of boring. But this is actually a pretty exciting sort of thing. There's so much to taste. If you don't like Greek yogurt though, you won't like this. I'm just gonna say that. I'm a bit meh on Greek yogurt, it's fine. But with all the different flavor profiles in here, it's very nice. And then again, that's the other thing I don't really like about yogurt. It's just like a goo. But you get the crunchies, it makes it interesting. It's kind of like a First Strike bar. The only thing stopping a First Strike bar from being an old power bar from the 90s is crisp rice. You know what I mean? Having texture. Texture is important. But yeah, that's actually really good. So berry yogurt parfait from Stowaway Gourmet. Check them out. I'll put the link to their website in the description. But yeah, go on out there. Try. They have a ton of great stuff. They are a good little company. I actually have enjoyed quite a bit of what they've done. But anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed yourself today. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any ideas for future videos, leave it in the comments down below. Or if you'd like to send in anything to be reviewed, the P.O. box is in the description. But yeah, that's it for today. Have a good one.